Jalen Bound back with another video, and today my topic is men versus women. Yeah, so on this topic, I don't know what changed per se or was the huge, massive change, but somewhere in our society, there's just this battleground identity. I live in America, and we learn about traditional family values and all the lifestyle of how the families were way back in the day, probably the early 1940s, leading up to that, maybe a little bit even after that, and how I see it as it was more like men and women. And then nowadays, it's year 2020, and it's just it seems like it's men versus women. It's not about coming together or being a team or a partner anymore. It's just it's who can be better. I don't know, man. A lot of the females I meet nowadays, it's they're just trying to compete with men. They want to compete with men so bad. It's weird. It's you think that they want to just get with a man who's a good person, a good man, and just build with him. You know what I mean? And it's I don't know what happened. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with feminism, And then you've got things building up on the other side now. You got men who are men's rights activists. I know the movement MGTOW, I know of that movement. And it's it's just weird. And each side has each extremes, there are extreme feminists out there and there are extreme MGTOW men out there. That's just the facts of it, But it's definitely so separated and segregated now. There's no really coming together. I mean, you see it rarely, but it's different, man. I'm a young man, and I see some younger people coming together and seeing through the bullshit, and they're okay, let's be together, let's do this, But for the most part, the family unit is just dying in America. I can't speak on other countries from what I see, but in America, it's almost dead. For real, that's just the facts. It's almost dead. I remember being in high school, and the majority of families or kids I talked to, they were divorced. I'm talking over 50%, I want to say, the kids I knew in high school, probably even higher than that. And it just, I just don't know what changed it, I think a lot of the first spark was feminism. But, like I said, there's each sides, but feminism started back in the 1900s, and it definitely was a way for women to emancipate themselves from men. And now they make as much money, if not more, than the average man, And I feel that definitely freed them up. And then the growth of hookup culture and all this other shit, which I'll talk about that stuff in another video. But yeah, pretty much just men and women. We went from that to men versus women. And I don't know if we can really backstep or go back. I feel we might be too far gone, and it just might be like this until something big happens to change it back, if it does. And if not, maybe we'll just go on to live our lives like this, So yeah, that's the video today, just men versus women, and the fact that there's no need to compete. It's just, we were meant to be together and brought together, and now there's forces that are separating us, and they're keeping us apart. And I feel people are more miserable. I talk to females who are single and lonely and depressed, who make good money, but they're miserable. And then you talk to guys who want families, kids, and they work their asses off, and they just get rejected or played out, and they're miserable on their side too. So that's just how I see it. So maybe we can bring it back one day. But yeah, that's the video for today, men versus women.